my super best friend Dark Young wants a defect, and he'll have what he wants. Snuff out those flames now, and let's get to work. This has got to be the single worst option I've ever seen for a Niao's bonus. Curse and max hit point. Well, max hit points, it does actually come with hit point healing, but the curse just undoes all of that. Curse is so bad for a trade here. We get Niao's Lament, Colorless, or Boss Swap. I'm pretty tempted by that Boss Swap immediately. Cracked Core is pretty good for Act 1. It's a bit bleh in Act 2, and it completely falls off in Act 3. A lot of options here, huh? The Elite is not forced. But if you dodge the Elite, you're going to have a pretty miserable act. Far left path seems fine. Early upgrade, Elite, late shop, and you're out of here. What I don't like about it is the lack of options, so I'd probably take this route going into it so that if for some reason this looks bad, we could take, say, the far right path. Much later Elite, but overall very, very similar layout. In fact, almost identical layout. You just push the Elite a little later. No shopping though, so I still quite like the left path. There's the early spicy Elite, but without a good high roll off of you, I don't like it. Let's boss swap. Pyramid is a pretty excellent thing to boss swap into because it's something you can work around from the very start. And the Defect has a lot of cards that he loves to pyramid with. Alright, great. Let's get rolling with the original plan then. Yeah, because even as late as here, we can duck out of all elites if we get this far with absolutely nothing. For example, no damage. If I get this far and we have no damage, we have to dodge the elites because we won't be able to make it. Even having a couple of fire potions would make me more confident about going this way, but yeah, damage is needed. There's no escaping it. And of course we are oh wow, what an awful turn one. At least with the pyramid, we can hold on to the defense for when we need them against this freak. Same with holding on to the dual cast. I think I can get away with not taking damage here. Seems very greedy. I think I need to deal some damage, even with the pyramid. Maybe I could have run the numbers and arrived at a different conclusion. That'll do 3, you'll be down at 25. And then I can do 16 and 12, which will get me out of here. So we can just full block here and then go all offensive next turn. That's what my numbers tell me. Beautiful. Ball Lightning. I wish it was called Ball Strike. But Ball Lightning is pretty good. There's the idea of recursion, being able to hold onto it with Runic Pyramid, but no. Make the orbs first, consider how to play with them later. Horrifying first fight, and it's extra horrifying to see the Acid Slime roll more than 12 hit points. By the way, he max rolled his hit points, meaning I can't kill him and he weakens me. Also, I'm going to be frail, and I can't even focus everything on damage next turn. This is bad. Is it so bad that I focus the Spike Slime? I can deal 12 on him. Now I'm going to be weakened is the problem, and it is a real problem. Awful, awful roll in this fight, and again, I can't spend all my energy on turn 1. Stop hurting me. He refuses. Refuses my honest-to-goodness request. Alright, good roll in the money there at least. Thunder Strike, yes! The best card ever for ignoring and picking something else. Turbo is actually a pretty good pick already, so I'll take it. The fact that I can hold on to it with the Runic Pyramid makes it a rare early pick of the Turbo. Because it's 2 energy on demand rather than having to rely on draw order for it. Well, this is just getting cruel. So a lot of unavoidable damage we've taken so far. You might not think it's that much, but I do. Die. A second Ball Lightning is a little tempting. It's pretty boring, common damage cards, but... Well, another argument is we could keep a very lean deck. With the Pyramid, it means we can pretty much control what we draw into. Might be better just to keep drawing into the Ball Lightning that we have over and over again. But the other argument is... Enemies are coming, and I'm going to want that damage. So yeah, I'll take a second ball lightning. Not contemplating skim at this point. Go straight into this elite, despite the, yet again, 3 fight, no potion situation. Anyone want to run the numbers on that for me? You have a 40, a 50, and a 60% chance of getting a potion. What are the odds that you miss all of them? And what are the odds that you do that several times in a row? Don't answer that one, it's a bit too vague, and it's just clearly my annoyance of the situation seeping through. But still, for the love of God, game, why the potion austerity? I will click this twice. Once, twice, I'm done. Kunai is... Is a ball lightning worth 65 gold to me? Also requires a potion. Yes, of course. I did pick up 2 ball lightnings. The shop is quite a bit later. I think I'd rather have the output right now. Zero cost zap is really rather nice, and there's nothing wrong with an upgraded defend. Lovely to have that one superior block card, and this is really good in Act 2. When everything under the sun hits you with frail, regular blocks drop down to 3, this blocks down to 6. So essentially you've doubled the output of a defend card. Very nice. Not going to entertain the idea of resting right now. Turbo Plus plays, actually. I don't think the extra damage out of Ball Lightning particularly does. My main concern, of course, is Gremlinob. Gremlinob could have me for breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. Again, without the potion support, it's extra bad. Quite like the Turbo Plus. There's a lot I can get done on a Turbo Plus turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this will play later on as well as now. Has to play now first, though. Okay, don't know how I feel about you guys. Currently, it's not great, because we have 10 unblockable damage coming in. Well, this blows. At least we get some kunai value. Well, we get kunai, it's not value until we play a block card. Hey, look, block cards. Could this ever save me? 8 and 8, 16. No, that won't do it. Just eat our just desserts here. Thank you, Ball Lightning, for not coming in at an opportune time. If I strike you down, any possibility of you dying next turn? You'll be at 31. Doesn't seem like it happens, right? And we have block for next turn, so let's just keep smacking. Alright, time for the pyramid if I can hold on to some nice defense, but at this rate I'm not. I would rather just block this right now. Alright, it should be okay. I don't want to turbo just yet. I want to max out my returns on that card. That's great. That means dual cast has a very good chance of killing you right here and now. And it never doesn't. Turbo gives me enough to actually strike, get the kunai, and defend for full block against this. Comes at the very real risk of next turn being bogus. Not real enough. So, like I said, strike it, ball strike it. And then we get the full block. The turn after this is where problems will likely arise, but with any luck I can kill you, hold on to the block, and then, well, the suffering comes later, but that's okay. Suffering build. More suffering. No, it's okay, we're out of here. More random upgrade. Sunder. Wait, where's my take all button? Okay, maybe not equilibrium considering I have the runic pyramid, but Sunder and genetic algo? Oh god, they're both no potion! Anyone got those odds again? Where the hell are my potions? I'm so thirsty today. Right, if I take Sunder, I will really want the Sunder upgrade, but that makes this a little risky without resting. Could just be Gremlin Ob that kills me without potion support. Alternatively, genetic algorithm is so good, especially with a pyramid. And the earlier I get it, the better it is, of course. Oh, it might upgrade immediately. If it had upgraded, then I would definitely be resting here, but it didn't, so... I have to weigh up the risk of Gremlinob killing me against just Sunder being there to solve my problems. We do not have good setup for Lagavulin. Well, maybe. Maybe. With the Runic Pyramid, I can have my defense on hand. It's just we haven't added any additional block, which is a little disquieting against him. I will rest, and I will also likely regret it. Definitely regret it. Instant regret. Trade your face. Shop is coming up, but Gremlin Ob is there and scary. Shop is coming up. Gremlin Ob is still scary. Oh, but double ball lightning at turn 1 is still scary, actually. Just get this out of my face for now. Rar yourself. Ooh, this is looking unpleasant. Might have to play the zap. How much damage are we doing here? Right, current damage output is 6. I'm with a view to killing him next turn. We're doing 6 and 6, which is 12. And we're dealing 9 and 24. So 12 and 9 is 21 with a 20. 12 and 9 is 21. Yes. With 24 is 55. So he's already dead. Bigger question. Could I even defend now? No, it's not worth it because I'd have to turbo defend. Okay, so he's dead and I don't need to play Zap. That's pretty good. Yeah, we're doing 6 this turn and next. Which is 12. 12 and 9 is 21. 21 and 24 is 45. So he's dead. Yeah, no questions asked. Brilliant. So we take the 8 and we move on, and the 8 puts us in meat value. I love being in the meat zone. Alright, time for you to die. Brilliant. Ave just cannot do mathematics, can they? Alright, query that dead branch a little bit. I finally get a freaking based. Yes. The dead branch. The problem with the dead branch is entirely from the pyramid interaction. I might not want random garbage in my hand. Not that we exhaust much right now. The thing about the dead branch is you can take off with it. But that's more of an ironclad thing to take for granted, and maybe a Shiv Lady thing for the defect. I feel that dead branch could be dead weight. Dead branch turns pyramid deck into branch deck. Yeah, and the random cards could be god-awful. I think we have a really, really good starting hand. We just need one good block card. Defend Plus is pretty good, but adding something else here would be pretty nice. You know, Leap Plus, Auto Shields. Oh, Auto Shields would be good with the pyramid. Just something to block a little better, but I don't think Dead Branch is the answer. Skip the relic. I'm thinking about that again. Sometimes cards are just good. By the way, Slime Boss is there to punish us for having the... never mind that. I'm being bamboozled here by further punishment. Well, the Sunder doesn't achieve much that we can't do next turn, right? And I don't particularly want to go based yet. That's not true at all. I do want to go based. Don't want to take that damage, especially when it doesn't bring me into meat zone. If I want to go meat zone, I have to take another 3 points of damage. I wonder if he'd be so kind as to oblige. You're getting murdered next turn. Yeah, can I actually change this out so I take more damage, please? Please, sir, I want some more. You're going to take 15 here. And now there's no way... Ah, Jesus, they're just dead anyway. Oh, well. Yes. Because we're going to do 8 and then 6, so it's dead. Bummer. I wanted to end up in the meat zone. Max roll the gold and get another potion, finally. I did say I'd take a leap plus. Of course, we're not going to be offered a leap plus at this point. That's leap minus. I think no to this for now. And I would love to go shopping with my money. Anger the mushrooms, sure. Possibility to go into the meat zone as well. Also possibility to die, because I didn't upgrade Sunder. Like a fool. Sunder would take care of all my problems here. Fear Potion with Sunder would further take care of my problems. A little bit, I'd still be vulnerable. And then I'd be taking 9 off of you, which is even further into the meat zone than I want to be. No interest in Slay Part 2? None at all, Barry. Early access is just the anti-me. Donk. There was a small chance that Sunder and Zap could have taken care of things. Let's get based. Nice hit. Hopefully you buff. You do. We're already in the meat zone, so the target here is just maintain our meatiness. Beautiful. And we're out of here. Get the healing, so we come out on top. We get this guaranteed relic. When we're vulnerable, don't be so vulnerable. Leap is back in saying, are you sure about it? We've been offered no frost. Leap is the only block card being offered. I just don't like Leap. I like Leap Plus, but Leap on its own... It's hard to say I like Defend Plus and say I don't like Leap, but the difference is Defends are already in my deck. Leap has to be added. And fight or heal, why choose? Yeah, I want them both. I'm going to trust in the shop to have better options than this nonsense. Shop, what you got? Ho-ho yourself. There's Cool-Headed for block. Could Cool-Headed and Cold Snap and immediately start going into frosty things. Buying those 2 cards and removing a strike, looking very good. So is the Anchor, although not for Slime Boss, just for Act 2 in general. Given that the Runic Pyramid is at its weakest on turn 1, the Anchor is looking very nice. Yeah, just that free 10 block turn 1 is going to play very, very often. And I say the Pyramid is weakest on turn 1 because on turn 1 this relic doesn't exist. You get your 5 cards and that's it. The retain doesn't kick in until turn 2. So yeah, I like that Anchor quite a lot. And then I can't afford a card remove, which makes this option a lot easier. The Cool-Headed Active Draw becomes a little weaker with the Pyramid until you get to the point where you're keeping crap hands and crap cards in your hand and you're just cycling between the other good stuff that you draw in and out with. But I might just want the raw damage of Cold Snap. No way to block the Biased currently, but the Biased should do really good stuff against Slime Boss immediately. Sure, I'll take the Cool-Headed. I like to think I can maintain a cool head in most situations. So why not believe in myself and definitely get that Sunder upgraded. Alright, let's go, Slimbo. Tantalizing. But I think I'll pass for now. Is that true? It's quite a bit of damage. Bit of damage is better split, but... But nothing. Hold out for now. Wait until I'm evoking these things. It's testing my conviction here. But I think it's just Sunder. If it's just Sunder, we'll draw 4 cards. So I think we just biased, strike, ball, dual kit. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. Just Sunder for now. That did not get me the cards that I wanted. But I think we balls to the wallet anyway. Unless I contemplate the blocking solution, which is bias, defend, 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 defend. It's a thought. And then after that, I'll be able to smash him with dual cast and lots of strikes and get a particularly good split. I'm okay with that, actually. Can I sneak in a cheeky little extra strike here? I'm dealing 14. He's going down to 85. Slap in a strike plus. He goes to 76, which is damn near perfect as long as I've made no errors. Who makes errors? We also get the meat value. Alright, now we start unloading on this freak. Feels good. Sunder, come to me. You're going to weaken me, which, for Sunder, frailing me, whatever. So there was this unspoken assumption that Sunder was going to be in my hand, but I suppose Slime Boss does what Slime Boss wants to do, which is punish me severely. Fortunately, you're in the right zone for dying. Are you going to be split here? You are going to be split here. That's hilarious to me. And we're out of here. Be gone. Good fight, good night. Meat on the bone value coming in, as it often does. And some where the hell's my potion? How many times can you dodge 80% potion chance before the game is actually just taking entire gallons of piss? I do quite like that electrodynamics, as I currently have no area of effect. And the options are a bit poo right now. I'll take Electro Die. Energy, please. Snacko, extremely takeable. No snack. Oh, Panda Box. Despite 3 of them being upgraded, that's a strong Panda Box. Yoink. Well, it was until I took it. Meh. Ugh. Ugh. Like, really ugh with the Runic Pyramid. Whatever, until I can maintain better focus. Ugh. Probably quite useful with the Pyramid. That was probably a downgrade over my basics, actually. Should have taken Nuclear Battery. Oh well, we'll just have to make it work. Where is the block now? Let's not ask difficult questions. Here's my block. No, not that. That. Yeah, geez, no frost, no good draw. I do not like overclock. I suppose there's fission, but fission feels really bad without an upgrade. That means I'd really like to hit up a lot of rest sites. Unfortunately, all 5 of these rest sites are mutually exclusive, and all of them are paired with a mandatory elite. In fact, rest sites are at a premium this act. I'm distinctly unhappy with how things have changed very quickly thanks to this freaking panda box. You have a bad feeling about opening this. Yeah, I wish I'd listened to any kind of bad feelings. It looked so good, though. I suppose there's not a common amongst them, but pretty bad overall. Oh well, I guess that meat on the bone's going to have to do some heavy, heavy lifting. Don't want the early shop here, but you can easily die from taking too many events in Act 2, but this is feast or a famine when it comes to these events here. Might take them anyway, just go ham on the events and then see where we end up. But I'm most likely going to be going into upgrade then elite, upgrade electro die or fission, possibly even recycle. I don't have great recycle targets, sadly. Everything doesn't really give me the energy that I need. Although it's more there for cleaning out junk. Panda Box already did a fair junk amount of that, though. Could go there. I don't know. We'll get this far and then see what's happening. We could even take this route, actually. Might be better to balance things out. All right, the Hysterical Guardian is here. And I'm crying, I think. Do we just overclock already? I do not like burns. At least it goes into the discard pile. Gonna probably want that electro die to start chipping away at this guy. This is the fight, of course, where the anchor does not play. And this guy will not die rapidly. And I have no block. And even if I had block, he makes you frail. It's just a really, really bad fight for me. Really, really bad. Guess I'm going to want that darkness pretty soon. Where was the block again? And I thought we had come to an agreement on this. My deck has loads of blocks somewhere, we just don't see it. I don't particularly want to fission this stuff away even for draw, but the draw doesn't block me either. It does, however, give me a ton of energy and a bunch of draw. It's just I don't have much draw beyond that. I think I have to do it anyway, though. Because I get a load of energy that I can double. And I just play hand. Kind of sad to think about. Now we just got to do everything we can. Which does include dual casting that frost, actually. Use this for draw. Based. I'm going to need that. I have no additional draw here. There is the idea that I'll want this dual cast next turn. It will block more, right? Block 10 next turn, whereas right now dual casting it just blocks an additional 5. Which is probably quite important. Assuming he's not just going to die. I mean, it would be very, very handy if he just died. Would definitely be handy. Because looking at it, I can Sunder him here, dual cast this, and possibly go for the kill next turn. Especially if Sunder comes back. Let's see where we can go with this. Oh, there we go. Hello World is my block solution. But. This looks a lot like he's dying. Okay, not too shabby. No need to set up meat value. In fact, there's nothing to set up. Better fight than I thought. Maybe. This is active draw. Draws 2 most of the time, as long as I have my cool-headed frost up. I'm okay with this. I think. I already have overdraw. Cool-headed doesn't draw enough. Fission kind of draws. Darkness is also there to make it a better draw card. Awkward. Very, very awkward. Oh, yes, yes, yes! I can get rid of garbage. I get a full heal off of this. Unfortunately, it's a little wasted, but even so... If I give them a rare card, I get plus 10 max health, but I'm not willing to give up Based or Electro Die. Fission, I don't think I want to lose either, though. I want to upgrade my Fission. So... If I said these cards are garbage, which one do I want to get rid of? Probably Hello World. Yeah, turning Hello World into full heal right now is a superior option. Bye-bye. They grow significantly stronger. Give me a sense of warmth. Why, thank you. If only I'd taken more damage running into that. Recht, it's the shelled parasite. Well, we're getting immediate value out of our anchor. That's something. There. Bag of preparation and some turn 1 energy like a lantern would go a long way, but, you know, what wouldn't around here? We could actually do some pretty cool things. Because I can turbo double energy and go a bit ham. Provided I want to just draw more with that fission, which I may or may not want to. I'm willing to play a relatively big turn. Sure, why not? I'm going to want this at the forefront just for some block, I reckon. Now, if I do Electro Die, I'm getting... Wait. If I say I want to use it for block, perhaps we do it like this. Then I can fission this for 3 draw and 3 energy. I think I'm kind of undoing myself a bit here. You know, Bullseye and Zap would do more damage. And then next turn I can go Biased and Jewel Cast and focus on killing him. Just feels bad taking this damage. Alternatively, I fission... I draw 3, but there's no real additional draw at all. Yeah, let's be reasonable here. If I Liquid Memories, I save this damage, but that Liquid Memories is too good a card to pass up right now. Donk. Based Cognition doing what it does, which is not being in my hand. Let's change that. We're still locked onto this guy, so let's ruin his day. Good enough. Low roll the gold and get some block options, which I should strongly consider right now. Reboot draws 4 cards, but it undoes the power of the Runic Pyramid. It can also clear out your clogged hand, but if I keep my deck kind of tight, that shouldn't be a problem. So the bigger question is, do I take Charged Battery or not? Do I take Force Field? How many powers are we looking at here? Heat Sinks, Based, Electro Die, that's not quite enough. I'm gonna take this. A sunny day in Glasgow, wow. Those happen? Writhe on turn 1 is quite awful, so I'm not willing to do that. Although I could remove it immediately. Card removes are only 75. So essentially I'm paying 75 for a random relic. Random is fun. That is not. Oh god. You can dig for crap. Oh well. Oh my days. How bad is that Writhe, really? I'm in enormous upgrade austerity now. Electro Die, Bias Cognition, Cool-Headed, Recycle, Fission, they all need upgrades. And if I take either of these, they also want upgrades. But we also have that Writhe on turn 1, which is kind of awful. It also doesn't go away. Well, I'm going to make it go away. Awful, awful passing up that good stuff. Ah, the passing up doesn't end. Well, I could immediately kill the backslaver with double sunder, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. And I could even heat sinks Electrodye for a little bit more draw and possibly turbo to keep the turn going. So that sounds wonderful to me. Yes, please, sir. Be gone. Well, do I have to do that? Because there is a chance that I... What exactly? Trying to think of a draw that allows me to sunder somebody else and still keep you dead, but it would have to be turbo, heat sinks, Electrodye. That would draw 1. There's no one thing that gives me energy, is there? There's fission, but that undoes most of my problems. Or most of my solutions, really. Alright, get out of here, backslaver. But I'm still gonna heat sinks Electrodye. Turbo. Cool my head. Compile my drives. Coup my knives. Good enough, I'll take a bit of damage. And have this fight under decent amounts of control. If I take a little bit more damage, I can enter the meat zone, but I could also just kill these fools. Killing seems good. Blur yourself. Done. Okay, we got a potion back. It's a pretty grim potion. Nunchaku is energy, and chill is just good. Yet another upgrade that I want, but it's good. Right, we got through a menacing fight there. I'm really quite liking the idea of going towards the spicy elite. And we can do that through 2 upgrades. And I mentioned my upgrade austerity earlier. If we're taking that route, it is strictly better to take this route, right? Because that does open up this opportunity if, I don't know, maybe this somehow gives me gold coin, and then I think, ooh, shopping. But even then, I think I'd still rather take this route. Is there something to be said for event before or after? Maybe before, maybe after. They're both reasonable arguments. Take the event after, because it could be a fight, and if it's a fight, I'll want an upgrade for it. Gosh, there's so many upgrades that I want. Tempted by fission, of course, because it feels really bad to play without evoking your orbs. Give us 1 dig. No way, no way. We need upgrades more than we need a random relic. Could be Juzu, could be Darkstone Piriat, could be Peace Pipe. Not interested in these things. Fission Plus is actually a pretty weak upgrade, but it feels so bad to play without the upgrade, so I felt compelled. Ah, it was a fight. Ah, it feels so bad, doesn't it? Let's see what else we got going here first. Quite a lot of things going for us here. Just immediately fishing this stuff? Sure. Well, life gets better before it gets worse. Maybe a bad move. Because of the electrodynamics, that he could have been killed by other things. All in all, pretty good. It's a little tempting to turbo the dual cast just to hit him with even more damage before I get my Hex. But let's just enjoy the Hex. Actually, let's just enjoy him dying. Based. Bulls. Lap. All good things. Virtually all good things. I'll keep this in case I need to evoke this for... Oh, what? No, he's just dead. Okay. Even with all of these dazed, you cannot stop the death. Which is maybe a shame. Perhaps I should have considered the meat value more, but too bad. Potions. Oh, good. These cards, there's an argument for recursion for my Dark Orb. And given that I can hold on to the recursion, it's a pretty good argument. Again, I wish it were upgraded. I wish for many things. So I don't know exactly how the relic ordering works, but this might be an indication that if we had dug, we would have got this Juzu bracelet. Because the game gets all the relics in an order, and then when it calls for them, it pulls the first valid one off of that order. But the question of validity is a bit iffy. Because this is a small chest, it can only give you common 75% or uncommon 25%. Digging might have different ways of doing it. Anyway, there's no way in hell we take the Juzu bracelet. Take the key over Juzu every time. And continue tackling our upgrade austerity by upgrading... Gosh, I do like that electrodynamics. That is more output and more draw with fission. I also love the chill upgrade, but the anchor makes it a little less appealing. Safe to dig now? No. Maybe dig here. Maybe. But I do want to take on the spicy elite. To shreds you don't really say, but let's imagine you do. There's an idea for immediately ganking the mystic. It's maybe not a good idea, but it's my idea. What do you have? Not very strong. Both attacking? Yeah, both attacking. That's powerfully bad. If I had charged my battery, I could have doubled it up to 6 energy. Instead, I double up to not 6 energy. Sure. This is tricky to say the least. Okay, it's a little less tricky now. Only a little, though. Phew. Yeah, when they both attack, especially after being buffed, you're in for a pretty bad time. But because I'm such a good player, I'm in for a particularly good time. I don't achieve a whole lot of anything currently. What are we looking to draw? I'm looking to draw them being dead, frankly. Beautiful. Sunder, even more beautiful. I should really set up my meat, but... you know, sometimes you just don't want to do something. That was a mistake, by the way. I shouldn't have attacked. But I did attack. Colorless Potion, maybe. White Noise, maybe. Where are the upgraded cards? They seem to be hiding from me, just like the potions were. Cold Snap is interesting for being another source of renewable frost. Probably prefer another cool-headed, but the Nunchaku does make it speak a little bit louder. I will hold on to the liquid bronze because there's a 50% chance that this is spicy Book of Stabbing. Yeah, all the upgrades are hiding for me in Slay the Spire 2. Oh no. Statistically speaking, the deadliest fight in the game is here. How will I handle this? Hopefully well, but possibly not well. Don't particularly want to be vulnerable in turn 1, but they're both attacking anyway. Ah, that's insulting. It's still okay, though, because... mostly gets me out of this situation. Yeah, we can set up meat this time. Maybe I should have taken a little bit more damage, so it is set up. I want to take 2, but I'm not sure I get that option. In fact, I'm quite certain that I don't. Ow. Hour. It doesn't work. Well, get some meat at least. At this rate, maybe more than I bargained for. Maybe we should have overclocked. Might have been double energy. A little bit more. A little bit more. Nunchaku a 9, meat value. Not interested in taking any more kind of commonish attack cards, but I'm eyeing up that creative AI. I think with the pyramid it's a mistake. It's just going to clog me with powers that I don't want to or cannot play. Although it is scaling. Not like we have to deal with champ here. It's the automaton of fun. I could really do with some source of artifact for the biased cognition or another source of focus. We have found no source of orb slots and no renewable source of focus other than the one, well, there's only one real renewable source, isn't there? There's, consume. Anyway, we have to take this fight. It's not the Book of Glasgow, so knowing that we will never see the Book of Glasgow, I might just drink the liquid thorns now. It's only 40% potion chance, though. I'll hold off if I can. The pretty immaculate-looking chill here is very, very nice. Probably want that darkness powered up, though, so... It's a problem. I want all the chill, but I also want the dark orb. If I immediately play the dark orb, it's going to be hitting that shield grublin. Oh, the nunchaku is wasted. Oh well. Yeah, sure. And the 11x3, it's not unexpected, but it's still quite sad. I'm going to need a lot of energy where this is going. At least the electrodynamics will cause all these to evoke. My problem is I would quite like some draw to go with that. So I could maybe get bias cognition. There's the idea to attack potion here, but it's not a very strong idea. They're max hit points, right? That explains why Mad Gremlin has mad amounts of hit points, and the Gremlin leader is... Whew, been lifting weights or something. Yeah, such an awkward thing. You know, if Electrodynamics was not upgraded, this Compile Driver would draw for 2, which would be better. This is quite bad. What do you have? Ah. Well, I could have done with that before I evoked all my stuff, but this'll do. That'll have to do. Ouch. Well, the meat value is there for us at least. 6, 6, and 6 is not quite enough to kill you yet. What if we had more than that? Alright, that's looking even better. Should have maybe bullseyed you first, though. I'm eyeing up the fission, but because you're resummoning, I'm not too keen on it yet. No more powers to play, really. Maybe I could do with this extra energy next turn. The evoked fission should murder your little grublins. My problem is you're probably going to attack me unless you buff. If you attack me, I'm in trouble. Let's just live with the trouble. Not like I have ice cream. Ah, you're a monster. Okay, good to know. Absolutely good to know. Please now die. Okay, dying is exactly what she plans on doing. Didn't set that up properly. Could have set up more nunchaku. Ceramic fish is back to save the run again. This stuff is not what I'm looking for. Looking kind of bad. Oh boy, Secret Elite. Can't kill me turn 1. I've got an anchor. It can try its damnedest, though. Should have maybe dual cast that. But what can I say? I wanted my output. Oh, it's really going for me. Could I kill you? Is that in the realms of possibility? I can do 12 and 12 here. That's 12, 12, and I think 4, which is not particularly good. It's not enough to kill you. How's the bot doing? First run of the day? No. We had an incredible silent struggle bus. Made it all the way to almost the end of Act 3, but it was just grim the whole way. What am I looking at here? If I can't kill you, and I probably can't kill you, then maybe I dual cast the Frost. I just like the idea of maybe killing you here somehow. I think it happens. All right, 12 and 12 for 24. I need to bring in another 15 damage out of nowhere. And 1 energy won't achieve that. I have made an error here. I perfect die. Well, I must get out of here, one way or another. That gets me out of here. Alright, sure thing, Hyper Beam. Perfect setup and a replacement potion. I knew what I was doing all along. I have been saying how I could really do with a block card every now and then. Auto Shields is just that block card. I think I'm dying without a rest here at this rate. Alright, have at Bronze Automaton. I'm actually the head of the Bronze Automaton with a new scavenged body. Which is why I have things like Hyper Beam. Want that Sunder for killing those little buggers. I think this is just setup phase. Actually, it's not much of anything phase. Oh well. Now, Sunder won't take care of these things on its own, but what if I Electro Chill? Do I want to do more with, say, double energy? I think I do. There's quite a few things I want to do this turn, not least of all block. Oops, I clicked outside of the game again. How does this happen? Yes, blocking is nice. Electrodynamics is also nice. I could even bullseye one of these things if I want them to die rapido. Or I could ball lightning after doing this to evoke some chill for better block. Energy, thank you. Tempting. I mean, it's very, very tempting. The losing focus is a problem, though, and it means come Hyper Beam time, I'm going to be hyper dead. But it is a lot of damage right now, and for the next few turns. It's dangerous, though. Very, very dangerous. Because after that's done, you know, in 4 turns we start losing it, and then 4 turns after we're just smoked. And we can't exactly preserve the stuff that it's giving us. I think we hold on to the biased, save it for more dangerous situations. I do 12, 12, and 12 to you, which isn't quite enough, so I'm going to do it like this. That feels pretty good. You're going to steal my fission, which is fine. Gone fission. Because I can get it back whenever I want, and maybe I want it back right now, you grubby little bastard. Donk. Now I need to deal with you. How, though? I didn't quite figure out that part of my cunning plan. If I just fission away all my frost, I don't really achieve much. I just block a bunch that doesn't do anything. I could start getting rid of cards that I don't think I need this fight. Struggling to think of any of those, though. Even Overclock could prove useful. Compile can at least draw one card for me. I think what I actually need here is Darkness. Darkness is my solution to this fight. Of course, we haven't drawn it yet. Which does mean that Fission Plus right now is a reasonable way to go and get it. I think it's important enough to get immediately, and it also allows me to biased cognition quite rapidly. However, if that's the argument, maybe what I do is bias cog next turn, because then the Fission Plus can block for me. And it buys me another turn. Yeah, I'm okay with that. The other alternative is to overclock to try and get the darkness right now, and I do want it right now. Nah, never happens. Ball lightning does damage at least. You'll need a hyper beam answer. The answer might just be my face. We do have a bit of kunai going for us after all. Alright, don't make me regret this. I need that darkness card. At least we guarantee draw it right now. So yeah, I think I biased. Because I need my darkness going immediately. And then any time that I can... Hold on, what are you blocking anyway? 6999, not quite enough. That kind of blows Fission out the water, which is a shame. A bit of a shame. But yeah, I reckon the Dark Orb is my solution here. It's the only real way I can deal with this guy. Which means I have to be a little bit ginger about how I play this. For example, I must recursion that Dark Orb, or else I end up in deep doo-doo. Huh. Compile Driver draws the sun. I don't know why I called it the sun. I just mean it draws a lot. Just energy for next turn and hand space for now, please. Recycle the Sunder. Yeah, it's not really Sunder's time to shine, is it? But my thought is more on blocking this right now. Which Auto Shields does a bit of work for. Yeah, Recycling Sunder does give me some decent energy to go round and round a bit. Because, yeah, I do reckon Sunder is not our answer right now. But this is why I picked up Compile Driver, this moment right here. Boom. What I can do is I can Cool-Headed Ball Lightning Recursion. The understanding that I have that recursion. For some reason I wasn't seeing it in my hand there. Keep going round and round. These burns are certainly going to add up. I can feel it. Doodle-doodle-doo. Don't want to be seeing you. I can evoke that, or I could turbo to get more stuff going, but I think we accept the limits of our frame here. Turbo gets me charged battery, but I don't know about that. The void will come later and hurt me. There's also this energy potion, which is honestly not doing a lot of anything right now. But it doesn't accomplish much, so no thank you. We don't get an off turn on this turn. That's low ascension play stuff. Very sad. I also don't have my recursion, which I really, really need if I want that Dark Orb to be coming back to me, which I do. It needs to be coming back to me. the point where I will overclock. That's a problem. See, cool-headed is my draw, but it also gets rid of the dark orb. That's unacceptable. Guess I'll just free up the hand space and accept the next turn might sting a little. Ah, right, my focus is now back to where it was to begin with. Not dying here, am I? I'd really suck to die. That's how it is, right? Sucks to suck. Bullseye was never part of the equation here. Why zip when you can zap? It's getting a bit spicy. Because I may have to evoke that that dark orb right now just to keep things going. Currently I'm dying, which is not good. I have reviewed my options and dying not considered a good one. Yeah, I think I have to just blow this guy out. I guess I'm okay with that for now. But that means compiling is not doing it for me anymore. In fact, frost orbs are really not doing much for me either. This might just be a play hand and rush to kill him situation. Which is fine. Especially considering I can do this to draw a little bit more. Yay, kunai. And then just keep that damage piling on him. If only that recursion was recursion plus. Careful of the void, yeah, I'm careful, that's why I want to shove it in there. It's just a case of dealing damage right now, right? Although I will say blocking is also considered good. Alright. That was by no means simple, but it is done. The meat value kicks in, and Echo Form is here. How about we turn it into Snecko Form? No, okay. There's Inserter for infinite scaling. It would really like more block and a Consume. These other ones are pretty untakeable, so insert me, please. Okay, so we're on the search for Consume and some additional source of energy. Honestly, my odds don't look great. Why I run so hard today? It's a hard game. It's an incredibly hard game. And you get fooled when you play on low ascension, because low ascension is really, really easy. Don't want to die rich, so I might just beans it straight for the shop. We have free pathing because we slotted the elite. Deck is actually quite tight at 24 cards, such as the power of grabbing the panda box, but there's still needs some more. Consume is what it really needs. Consume is all we need for Frost Focus, and Frost Focus is a win condition on its own. A single source of damage is all it needs, even if that source of damage is Claw. So we don't actually need to fight any elites here, we just need to find the answer. Consume being the answer, we should maximize our shopping opportunities and always save enough money to buy it if it appears. So I would say we take this path into you, and then reconsider. Could even go there if I'm getting messed up in the fights, but never happens, right? Not against Orb Walker. If I evoke that, I take 1 damage. Possibly acceptable. The dual cast is better to play next turn in terms of damage output, but in terms of my very, very limited energy, eat it. 3 energy, hack 3 always feels grim. Grimmer than Grimsby, even. This is funny. Thank you for the draw. Bullseye is also funny. It's that going to block enough? No, I'm a little shy, aren't I? Alright, do that then. No need to fish for meat just yet. That Echo form is disastrously difficult to play. It might even be worth upgrading just so that I can play it together with Turbo, otherwise it's just going to fizzle away and leave me feeling uncomfortable. I would like to get away with not playing any more... Oh, this'll do it. Yeah, no more attacks and Nunchakus on 9. Near max roll the gold, dex pot... Wait, dex pot? With all the blocking we do? I don't think so. Another Cool Head is not bad, but Cool Headed Plus is the card I'm hoping for there. Ooh, early opportunity to find the Consume. And it's not here. This is here, though. Clockwork Souvenir to ensure that we keep the focus. That's pretty big. Bigger than anything else you're offering me. I'm taking that and running. Thank you. Okay, that's pretty darn good. We know this can't be a shop, so it's tempting to go for. But we know this is a shop. Fortunately, uncommon cards are still purchasable, even in highest rolled. And remember, it is such a big deal that we find Consume. We would sacrifice anything for it. We would give up everything else in this act, apart from the recall, obviously, to Face the Heart, if it meant we got one unupgraded copy of Consume. That's how important that card is. So yes, shopping is good. Normalities are lots of money, but that's not good enough. The upgrade all for no healing is actually tempting. I think that's the correct play, especially since I have the anchor. But not being able to heal is just such a pucker up moment. Especially when turn 1 draw can go badly, and we can face something like triple jaw worms. They will chew right through my anchor and kill me. I'm too scared of those to not just take the fight. Let's take that fight, eh? Not the world's best start to this, considering we waste the kunai and can't even spend all our energy. And to add insult to this injury, Sunder doesn't actually accomplish what I need done here. Double energy Sunder, on the other hand. Now that does things. Cease your nonsense. And then the power of the inserter is just going to come and do its thing. The power of a based cognition together with Clockwork Souvenir does its thing. Devastating combo. Absolutely devastating. Yeah, this Guardian doesn't know what's hit him. But it's certainly hitting him. It's maybe a bit silly playing the electrodynamics. We should just play it safe. We have so much block that there's very little he can do against us, so let's just not be daft, okay? Don't be daft. But being daft is so tempting. Could I at least lock on him? Go on. Okay, maybe now I can be a little bit daft. Oh man, with Echo Form here, how can I resist the daftness? Auto Echo. Alright, he's turbo dead. Pretty damn turbo dead. We'll bullseye him for good luck. Maybe I should have thought about charging up my Nunchaku, but as it happens, I didn't. Lizard Tail, that's pretty huge. Potion of Capacity might seem a bit redundant with the inserter, but it's got to be better than Liquid Bronze at this point. No. Like I said, Frost Focus just needs one source of damage, but we already have this Darkness Orb. That's plenty. Darkness Orb with Recursion, no less. Does no more healing block the Lizard Tail or Fairy? Yes. No more healing ever. If you're on 1 hit point and you have no more healing, you will never, ever be on 2 or more. No matter how you go about it. No lizard, no fairy, no event, no max hit point, no fruit juice, nothing. So you can die with lizard tail and 4 fairies. Anyway, like I said, finding that consume is such a big deal, we even go to the shop for it. And then we don't find it, but we do find some other tempting things. Hologram. What does hologram get me? It doesn't get me auto shields. And it doesn't get me stuff that I discard, because we don't discard cards. I don't see its utility. I could see the utility of defrag or a remove here, and we should generate enough money to potentially get something here. Although, looking at it, I might just want to kill elites. Right, finding consume is good, but it might never show up, so why sacrifice all this just to get it? On the other hand, defrag is here and it can be doubled. Can be doubled. You again. Oh wow, they are aggressive. Well, that's typical exploder things. The exploders are completely predictable. Attack, attack, boom. Which is bad news for me unless I can find my... what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but when I find it, I'll know it. Ow. Not very nice. Stop that. Electrodynamics was the word I was looking for, but you knew that. Sunder is also the word I was looking for. Thonk. Yeah, thanks, chumps. Auto, defrag, fission. Let's see what's in here first. It's fine. Well, not really. How am I still not dealing with this? I need to draw a little bit more. There we go. Whew. These shapes have no right to hurt me. Nunchaku is in a good place. I like this good place. So now we just kill you with this. I don't like having relics to set up. They probably still have them in Slay the Spire too. I wouldn't know. But I do wish they didn't exist. I hate setting things up from one fight to another because it just forces you to... Well, it doesn't force you, but it encourages you to stall out fights for optimal results. It's none of this, not by a long shot. Where are the upgraded cards? The game doesn't want to give them to me. How's the Spire today? Cruel and usual. As opposed to being cruel and unusual. There's a lot of upgrades I want, but maybe the correct thing is to recall early, because if I find consume, it's a priority upgrade. Don't make me regret this game. And I say we just go straight first into elite. Can we get a rain check on that one? Ow. No setup done. Turn 1 wasted. And in comes that delectable turn 2 Reptomancer. 100 damage. You know you get out of bed on a good day when this happens. So we have problems here, a lot of them. I can't play that Echo form and have it... Well, no, hang on, we got energy potion for this. No escaping my need for auto shields right here, right now. Yeah, no escaping. Electro diddly die. So the problem is that Echo form is not getting played. I need to energy pot and dual cast this to kill all the daggers. I'm still going to take 23 off of Repto. Echo won't be in play. And yeah, I must dual cast. The problem is dual cast plus energy pot does not allow Echo form. So I guess we're holding on to the energy pot unless I want it for bullseyeing Repto, which I don't really. Yeah, because this is only 16 damage to each of these buggers, and that's not enough. How about you recycle the Echo form? It does achieve bullseyeing here. If the Echo Form is going away anyway, that's a reasonable thing to do. Yeah, it's a reasonable thing to do. Should have upgraded the Echo Form then, huh? Oh, energy. Oh well. Youch! Well, we're getting the meat value at least. And she put me into pretty reasonable meat range. Pretty close to the optimal meat temperature. Double that energy because I'm getting some draw here. She is locked on, so it's a good idea to fission. On the other hand, she's bringing out her little lubblies. So fission next turn achieves more. I think we just play heat sinks and move on with our life, especially considering I might be able to fission them with you-know-what next turn. And I can overclock if it doesn't appear. Yeah, you-know-what, the biased cog. That Sunder doesn't really achieve much now, does it? Boom. And the Sunder certainly does, though. Get out of here. Contemplating churning up that Nunchaku a little bit, which is possible. As long as I still have 3 energy at the rate. Yes, there we go. Cold Snap allows me to build up the Nunchaku just a little bit. Okay, that's one of Defect's favorite relics, the Bird-Faced Urn, healing on powers. Although I turned down creative AI earlier, it's still 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 healing, up to 10 additional healing per combat. The funny thing is that could actually reduce my health, because if I heal beyond meat range without exceeding it, then I'm actually losing health in a fight. Any of this? Skim looks a lot better now, so does multicast with the darkness. Force Field also not bad, but again, none of these cards are upgraded. What is the game doing here? If it's not the potions, it's the cards. Sometimes it's both. Digging is an option, but I do have one upgrade at the ready here. Upgrading Echo Form is sorely tempting, and I probably will need it for the boss gauntlet. Multicast the Dark Orb, recycle it 2 for Mondo energy. It's not as Mondo as it might sound. If I play recycle and multicast on 3 energy, then I end up with 4 energy, so it's +1. It's not great. Still eyeing up the multicast for the darkness killing, but I currently think we just do enough damage through focus without needing to multicast darkness. The skim remains tempting. Not tempting enough, I think. Even the force field's a little bleh. Because force field needs me to play electro, biased, and heat sinks to be worth it, and then I suppose I hold on to it, don't I? It's such a heavy card. It doesn't speed me up. My problem is being fast. And this is slow. It's not fast. Skim on 3 energy is also a bit slow. I actually think it's none of these. Nah, none of these. Instead, focus on improving what we do have. That Echo Form dies way too often for my liking unless I upgrade it because I'm on 3 energy. Second Defect run where I've upgraded Echo Form, by the way, and it's one of my least upgraded cards on Defect. If not the least. Ooh, that's good. Not only is that just 10 max hit points, that is better meat range. Meat healing is flat, but it requires you to be on 50% health. So how am I thinking about this? The 2 shops are independent of this rest site. I think I need to slam this as elite, however you cut it, though. Digging gives you a random relic. It's most of the time completely awful. Most of the time. Yeah, I'm sure, why not? It's the Mr. Burns fight anyway. Just get the damage going whilst the going is potentially good. We'll fish in later. I believe in that. I do not. Fishing now. I need his fights to go places pretty fast. That's alright though, the auto shields for his inevitable... Oh, he's not 45ing me. Nice guy. I like this Nemesis, he's an alright chap. Have to remember I have a lot more energy than it looks like to play around with here, and I have a lot more draw than it looks like here. So I think we do go to turbo and regret playing the double energy last time. Yeah, because I can turbo, I can auto my shields, I can go dark, snap, draw, get my energy back, continue to block. It's almost full blocking, which is rather nice. The Electro Die is tempting, but is it really? Not really. The draw coming up is not very block focused. Nothing ever seems to be in my deck. The Electro Die puts the Frost at the front, which might be vital for dual casting my way out of big problems next turn. So sure. Ah, chill. I want chill to stop 1 here. We'll wait a bit on that. Look at all that damage I'm doing to this guy. Look at all the damage he's doing to me. 7 by 3. Well, this is troubling. I could recycle the Echo form to get a lot more output here, but then of course we don't have Echo in play. We're going to have Biased in play rather handily. I think this has to be a no Echo form encounter. If I recycle Echo, I get up to 6 energy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... I have heat sinks down, so I'll draw an additional 1. I will draw dual cast, and that is fine by me. Alternative play, we play Echo Form. We play Bias, Cognition, and Chill. Does that help me reasonably? I will block 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'll block 15. But I'll be able to heal extra with defrag. Recursion to chill then. Why? Recursion is not free. I can also play the energy potion, which will make things even better. Quite like that. It's not a great potion, although it's pretty great on my pathetic amounts of energy. I actually think I do want the Echo form in play here. Gotta remember, the Echo form doesn't go away. I don't have to recycle it. Of course, if I was going to Echo form, I'd love to echo something like a power. Is that... Well, I know that the bias is getting played, so let's play it first. Okay, dual cast might open up some different ideas. Because I can dual cast chill just to block this. And then we could Echo form next turn, and surely it's just going to give me burns next turn, which is no big deal. Surely. Surely... I do like the idea of just Echo. You know what? Oh, screw it. Echo's going down. Draws me into a whole lot of not much. I'm going to enjoy my energy. So I can enjoy having no damage here. Now we make this guy suffer. I get the full block, and I get to double my defrag for, amongst other things, additional healing. Yeah, quite. Better just have the... better to block or better to kill? I think we're killing next turn. Better to have the block then. These will handily get out of my hand. Although they will stay away forever, like that. Alright, fine. Bias of Clockwork in the Urn is my favorite Spire combo, I think. Add Mummy Hand. Yeah, Mummy Hand would be really good for my energy austerity, which you can see I'm struggling with right now. There are no powers to double, so I just need to figure out how to either block this guy or kill this guy. I could go turbo for immense energy. Given that I have the darkness of the compile driver, that might not be unreasonable. Puts me up to 9 energy. I think I can make use of 9 energy. I mean, if he's not dead already. Ooh. Ooh. Who's dead already? You're a funny guy, man. Funny freaking guy. Anyway, he is dead already. Yeah, because that's 9, 9, and 32. Not exactly set up. Well, the inserter is set up. Let's not be a mopey Morris here. Kind of crappy relic. Another Turbo Plus. I tell you, my energy situation is grim enough for me to strongly consider that. You see all the times where I'm struggling to play all my cards. A second Turbo Plus is... I'm open to it. Very open to it. Love this game because all the different plays are all so different. I don't want to be hit by that, but I don't want to curse either. Well, that's more acceptable. Turbo to get Echo down? You better believe it. Based. Alright, so now I should just allow this to do all the talking for me. Do I want to be losing focus in this fight? I honestly don't care. And the extra healing is more than welcome. I mean, just perfect block with that. Get darkness on the go. Get zipping when we could be zapping. Life is good. Just avoid the curse and get it killed within about 10 turns and we're fine. Well, don't worry about that 10 turns part. Probably don't fission because I quite like having my orbs set up the way they are. I do want to hurt him, but... I was worried about that. Now I'm less worried. Fine. Yeah, Dark Orb go, it's insane. That's not the only insane thing. How about healing? I've played all my powers, right? Of course I have. Alright, time for you to go straight to hell. Beautiful. Additional healing and options, which I don't care for. Equilibrium Plus is an amazing card, but we already have the Pyramid. Static Discharge, I don't want to be taking damage. Although if I ever do, this thing destroys the heart. And then there's Lologram. Without the discarding and without the broken cards to bring back, it's not so hot. If I had my Consume already, I would consider it. Because then I could consume and then hollow it back and then continue my consuming. But there is no consuming. It does hollow Turbo, which could do blasphemous things. You have recycling. I'm at a loss for what you mean by that. It does mean I can hollow the void that Turbo does, which gets rid of it without the draw down or the energy effects. Oh, you're saying with Recycle I can solve energy. With Recycle Plus, maybe, but it's not plus. It's minus. And I think Defrag is a higher priority upgrade than Recycle. That said, we could potentially get 2 upgrades. Depends if I'm willing to throw away this... well, I'd have to get rid of both of these for the shop, which is maybe a bit too much. I'm a little tempted by that hologram, I must admit. Yeah, go on then. Not plussed, but whatever, neither am I. Lose all my gold for a relic that's not very good. No, thank you. It's more like a relic lit. Yeah, so another elite, another upgrade. Don't need to recall anymore, I'm not digging. If I were to do 2 upgrades, what would I even be considering here? The defrag is really good because it's a high priority echo target. I will concede that Recycle Plus is tempting. Who let Shovel be a rare relic? Well, the good thing about Shovel being rare is you don't see it often. The bad side is when you see it, you feel really, really shafted. But oh well. Such is my lot in this life. Well, this is grim. I would like to double that defrag, but we might never see the right card for that in time, so maybe I just play it right now. Shouldn't be too hard to deal with this unless the draw order is a complete pain, or his attack order is a real pain, and one of those things is happening, at least. You're gonna be like this, aren't you? Here's what I'll do. I will draw, and if the draw isn't good enough, I'm okay with this. Give me all of the energy in the world, please, so that I can heat sink my Echo. Probably recycle Sunder in this fight, at least currently. Hey, hilarious, I still didn't get any block here. Kind of. I could at the very least evoke that Frost for 7 block. Ah! Saved. Beautiful. I'll take 2. That's no big deal. We can still play Bias Cognition to help out there. How much hit points does it earn already healed? 30. Like I said, it's a relic that Defect loves. I don't need to double the Bias Cognition. In fact, doubling it opens me up to a world of potential hurt and pain, which is a world I'd rather not be in. I could actually double the Hollow. I don't mind that. Because I can draw the Compile Driver for draw, or the Cool Header for draw and more block. Compile draws... Why can't I see my... Here we go. It's lightning and lightning. Yeah, I'll take the Cool Headed over something else. And watch this. The Void doesn't reduce energy if you take it out of your discard pile, and then it stops it from being a drawdown from the redraw, and it stops it from killing energy. Just a brilliant, brilliant move to make. Based. Alright, and now we're sorted. Could go turbo again. What am I looking to achieve with that, though? I could smack him with Sunder, but that's not achieving too much. Not making a lot of deck space here, though. Or hand space, rather. Concerns for future Defect. I could double evoke all my orbs. Is there anything I do want to do double here? I actually wouldn't mind you having lots and lots of lock on. This fight could go on for a little bit, annoyingly. And I'm probably going to need this turbo for this turn. Recycling Sunder is something I'm considering. I just wish I had a slightly better target for it. The darkness. I love Compile Driver when you have 3 orbs going. It's just such a machine for drawing. Absolute machine. And suddenly Sunder's doing real damage. And I can even block this. Life is good. We could do even more if we wanted to. We certainly could, but I will avoid being greedy for once. Andy is surprised that I am playing... Oh, I'm playing Slay the Spire too. Let me confirm that. Are you actually... No, Andy's not playing Slay the Spire. Gotta commit to the joke, man. What do I have in terms of draw here? I've got my Compile Driver, so let's have 1,000,000 energy and see what we can do with it. quite blocking everything, which is marginally okay, now we are. Mm-hmm. To be honest, I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing in this fight. I'm pretty sure I have them dead to rights. Inserter set up, even if my nunchaku barely is. We get the boot! Nemesis won't know what hit. Okay, never mind. Fusion minus doesn't really solve the problem issue. The energy problem. The problem issue. Where's my head at? Yeah, it just bulks up the deck in unpleasant ways, no thank you. Alright, we could go shoveling for crap. The hologram upgrade, the biased upgrade, the cool-headed upgrade are all pretty nice. Heat sinks upgrades actually pretty good on draw. I love what that hologram could do if I upgrade it. And, not upgrading bias just seems like a foolish thing to do. Focus is good, you know. Yeah, I want to dig, but let's not be foolish here. Alright, it's the time slug. You can completely destroy this guy with the inserter, and any real source of... Oh, this is kind of bad. Unless I can draw into my bias cognition immediately, I'm not going to keep the artifact for that, and I only have one shot at it. Well, this gets awkward. So I need to double my defrag plus. And even then, it's a little uncomfortable. Yeah, because he just murdered my... Oh, well, there it is. Unfortunately, damage, but fortunately... At least I can... Wait, no, that's not what I need. I need my double defrag, you fool. That's poor timing. It's very unfortunate that he opened with the debuff there. If he'd opened with anything else, we could just immediately base cognition and then the fight is over. Largely over. Should have taken consume. We have not been offered a consume, and I have been looking for it really hard. Anyway, of course we do echo form. The question is, where do we go from there? I'm taking 20 damage here, barring some brilliant idea, which I don't have. I guess I have the regen potion. I don't like the fact that I'm only drawing 4 cards, and I don't exactly have drawdown, so getting to that defrag is a big priority. If I turbo, what am I actually doing here? I could turbo, I could hologram the void that it makes, but then his time warp gets a little awkward. I think I can... I could also recursion the frost for extra block. I think there's something to be said for this. There. Yeah, I wanted the extra block, did not want to take all that damage, and then hopefully with the extra hand space we can double defrag. And then we're feeling a lot better about this fight. Now I just need to get my frost up. And with the inserter we will have the orb slots for it. Just get them up, he says. Fission, it's not your time to shine. It's truly just get the frost orbs in. Unfortunately, I've already played chill, and cool-headed is all the way back there. It still blocks, so we're still doing it. There's no draw here, is there? There is fission, hilariously. Is it that hilarious? I don't think so. Whatever. The whole priority here is just set up enough frost that he can literally not hurt me. And that is pretty much the only thing we're looking for here. Which means we do not do electrodynamics, meaning I can get rid of electrodynamics. Sure. I might want that biased if things end up looking really bad, but the electrodynamics is unlikely to ever be played in this fight. Unfortunately, I don't get real additional block here. Six, 6, and 6. It's not great, is it? I think I'm going to chug this regen potion already. Yeah, this fight's pretty under control, but we don't know what the next fight's going to be or how the draw order is going to be. Zap Jewel, I do not want any more electric orbs in the way. I want to just fill up everything here with more frost orbs. And the Compile Driver should help me draw with that. And I don't even want to get rid of the Lightning Orb because that could help me draw next turn. So I actually think I just hard cast Sunder here. Then we're only drawing 4 next turn, which is a little awkward. Actually, I could get rid of double energy. It's really not doing anything in this fight anymore. I need the hand space more than anything. There we go. I want that block. The energy next turn is a nice added bonus. This heals if I double it, so it might be worth holding on to for now. Yeah, Ball Lightning is not the answer here. Overclocking is probably not the answer here. Probably. Ha ha ha! Great. And then I want to play one more card so that he just does his thing without me worrying about it. Possibly Zap. With 1, 2, 3, 4 of them and a 5th one potentially doubled incoming. No, we don't do that. We do not do Zap. So do I play Turbo and just not do anything with the energy? That's exactly what I do. Hopefully we get Cold Snap. Yeah, we do get Cold Snap. Beautiful. I'll hold on to it though, because I can double play it next turn for better output. Yeah, this is fine. There's no need to rush this fight. We're in a good situation. Could be in a better situation, but we're about to put ourselves in one. Witness. There we go. Now I have a good amount of passive block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is 36. It's not enough, of course, but we're working on that part. And I can always dual cast this in a time of need. The real kill the slug move, though, is to dual cast the Dark Orb. And of course we have bias cognition if things need to go better. But I want to dual... I want to echo it. This is fine, right? We've got 9 and 36 is exactly 45. And it is 6 6s. Great. Now I can play double bias cog for infinite healing. And we don't care about the bias down anymore because this guy's so dead. How dead is he? Where's my dual cast? Oh, I've got it in hand. Okay, yeah, he's exceptionally turbo dead. Playing turbo, not using energy, the real foolish. If by that you mean great move, Jake, you're winning this fight, no problem. Which is what I'm hearing. I want to have Inserter on 1 and Nunchaku as high as I can go. So let's play some attacks. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. 7 is okay. Although if I can get more, that's even better. Don't die on me yet, slug. Ah, the Void. He dies to Fission. Do I have any other attacks? I have any energy? There's a way to do this. Just to squeeze out one more Nunchaku, I can double recycle, get rid of Slimed, and then I'm on 4 energy. 3 energy, rather. And then I Sunder him, and then I play Fission. Gotta be careful, though. How many card plays is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's so dead. Bye, Slimed. Bye, Slimed. Bye, Slug. The slimiest slime of them all. 8 and 1. 1 off of perfect. Donu Deka. I'm unsure if I prefer this over the Awakened Chump, because the Awakened Chump also dies to Frost Focus. The issue with Donu Deka is that they buff up their strength meticulously, and they immediately start hurting you for fairly big numbers. And you might notice I don't have a lot to throw at them right here. Well, I have Overclock and I have immediate Nunchaku value, so let's count our luck with that. Not the defrag of my dreams. Let's see where these take us first, shall we? Could recursion that for a bit of block, but I want to see where this goes. Well hit. Oh, hollow. Well, hollow there. I'd really, really rather double that defrag, but that's probably asking a bit much, especially considering that we can get Bias Cog up. These guys do not hit me with artifact stripping. Hollow the Overclock. I'm considering it. I have quite a bit of draw left in me, so let's go. That auto shields will be useful next turn. Not sure that recursion will be useful ever. I want to go fast here, so I'm willing to forgo the double defrag. And I'm richly rewarded. Excellent. Oh, wow, that's not even fair. The aggressive play is rewarded insanely well there. The regen pot usage suddenly feels like brain problems. Okay, well that is good. Let's focus on not taking damage and building up our collection of orbs, which can include a darkness orb. I allow it. Already blocking here. Could do more. Could do quite a lot more. I like doing more. Electrodye is pretty good for slaughtering these guys with electricity, but I'm more focused on blocking. The Dark Orb already takes care of most of that. But we're almost guaranteed to draw Echo Form next turn, and I already have some decent block up my sleeveys for that. Not perfect block, mind you, but the recursion can bail me out of that. I'm going to charge a battery so I have extra energy for next turn, though. Fine. And there's the Echo Form. Beautiful. And there's the added block. Huh, done like dinner. I can add Zap just for a bit of tickling. Yeah, tickling is good. But they are getting stronger. These 3 Frosty Orbs don't handle everything. I could go balls to the wall on the Super Electro die, but then I have no block going forward, which is kind of bad. Chill's already been played, and there's no... Oh god, there are days galore in there. Well now. The issue is not energy, the issue here is draw, of course. Electrodynamics does draw, funnily enough. And yeah, you better believe I'm considering recycling away Mr. Burns. And possibly even Sunder. Electrodye kills off all but one of my Frost Orbs. It's a little dangerous a thing to do. It's not like we're taking much damage here. I'd just, you know, rather take none. We reduce ourselves down to just 1 Frost Orb. Sod it. We have dual cast on this Frost Orb for next turn if things look really bad as well. And it really ramps up the damage here. Oh yeah, dual casting first was a solid idea to get more block out of that. Solid idea indeed. We did not get the Frost Orb here. Cold Snap and Cool Headed both waiting for me. Now let's just block the old-fashioned way. Ah, and block the new-fashioned way. Wonderful. I'm one off, but that's still wonderful enough. Certainly murdering these guys with electrodynamics, though. Poor guys. Okay, maybe I'm being a bit too coy here. Let's slow down a bit. Enjoy blocking, as we love to do. Alright, that's the end of you, Dono. So now you can no longer bulk up in strength. Now we just really need to block one time on Deca. Hey, look, a block card. Nine, 9, and 9 is not quite there now, is it? Ah, whoops. Didn't pay attention to my nunchaku value. Again, keeps happening. Alright, that does not give me much time to bulk it up. He's dead next turn, which is good for the inserter at least. But not good for the nunchaku. And Jake's bullying them. Yeah, a little bit. The health looks good. I'll give it that. Alright, get what little I can grab out of my nunchaku and keep going. Hello, Heart. The robot is ready, although his score is kind of low. 1922. Have you considered we could have no Frost the next turn with the proper card plays? I should have considered that the odds weren't high for me. Our Frost is still insufficient. I'd love another Cool-Headed. Is there an upgrade I'm dying for, or do we finally go digging? Could innate that chill to immediately get some Frost going. But I don't know about that. The electricity tends to get in the way of the Frost coming in early. I think it's time we go digging. Everybody wants it. Ah! We could even bottle chill! Bottling a turbo is not a terrible idea so that I will always have energy on hand for those awkward times where I can't play everything. Not great though, right? We already have 2 of them. The odds of drawing them is pretty high. Could bottle the overclock, but it's really only +1 draw, which isn't great. Bottling auto shields is a poor idea because we already have turn 1 block with our anchor blocking the auto shields. I think I'm going to bottle a Turbo Plus. Because in my head we get that turn 1 draw that we can't even utilize due to lack of energy. Ah, well now. We've gone the whole game without seeing it, and now we see it. The Glacier. I want Glacier and I want Loop. 2 amazing cards. However, the Orrery could contain anything. It could even contain Glacier and Loop. 15 cards, take up to 5. I mean, this is really good. But this is gambling. Don't throw away a sure thing there. That's really, really good. 30 gold, I guess I'll just tip the man, and then away we go. Yeah, no consumes this entire game. Consume together with Inserter is the end game solution. And we ain't getting it. To tell you what we are getting, immediate payoff on that turbo. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of cards that I'd love to play. That guy heat sinks Electro and then Cool-Headed. With the blessing of the Turbo Plus, of course. Ah, wrong order. If the Frost had been earlier, the dual cast could have blocked me better here. I better play something. This is quite bad. Next turn's gonna hurt. A lot. At least the electrodynamics is doing its thing. Ouch. And that gets rid of my blocking for biased cog. However, Chill and Glacier are here to my rescue. Now that I highly, highly appreciate. Could compile for draw here, which could be useful. The alternative play is that I do recursion, which is also useful, so I have to question the block situation. I'm blocking 7. Christ, let me think. One of these is evoking for 5. So that's 13 plus 4 times 2. 13 plus 8, that's 21. From 41 incoming. Plus another 3. 24. Ooh, still not great. Compile driver could draw me what exactly? It's going to draw me 2 cards. Unless one of them is Turbo Plus, we're not going to be able to play it. But it could be Turbo Plus. Fission Plus probably also plays. Plays pretty well, in fact. Well, let's see what we got behind Mystery Door. If I had just one more energy, that would be amazing. I think Glacier does more blocking than Bias Cog, right? Bias Cog blocks 15, and this blocks more than 15, probably. Oh well. That's Spear and Shield for you. Sometimes you just gotta get... Ooh, meat value! Sometimes you just gotta get meat value, and that's all there is to it. I'm not really doing much damage here, which is a problem. If I just Bias Cog and Fission, I'm going to block 40 off of this. I could Cold Snap Bias Cog Fission. Now I block 50. I'm still taking a bit. I could also turn around. There's a lot to not like about this, but let's do it. If I turn around, then I don't particularly want the Cold Snap there. I'd like to save that for later, if at all possible. The healing is nice. The Turbo Plus could potentially be very nice. Okay, where do we go with this? Do I have any draw is the question. How do I not have any draw? That's not true, I have Hologram. Which could get Compile Driver together with my nothing. Well, draws 1, I suppose. Double energy for tons of energy. I could at least play hand. You only play 1 more power with meat value. Yeah, you're right. We have a lot more than that. As I was mentioning earlier, you can lose health by healing with Bird-Faced Urn in this particular situation, and it is happening. I think I Hologram Compile Driver to draw for 1. That's not great though, is it? But maybe it can draw me like Overclock. Cool-Headed is the better thing to draw for 1 with. It's not conditional. Unlike our love for Sean. Ooh, there's Glacier though if I just want to set up block. Do you want to draw though? I can get my double energy down for now. Ah. Get that boot value in there. It's got to go somewhere. Maybe just extra energy for next turn, and then I can bullseye and sunder you. Well, it's not great, but something's happening. Okay, yeah, it blocks for 99, because he's just broken. Alright, there's Echo Form sinking to the bottom of my deck. And there's some block which I'm really going to need. Yeah, and Turbo, which I'm also really going to need here. It's okay to take a bit of damage here, considering the situation. Which is good, because I think I'm taking a bit of damage here, considering the situation. Recursion at least blocks a bit. What are we currently taking? We're blocking 24 of 40. That feels familiar. We could overclock and get God knows what. No interest in Slay the Spire 2 Jasm. I do not play or cover early access games. Just as a matter of principle. Yeah, I mean, defrag does block a bit here, though. I think that's quite important. The draw is useful. The void is useful for them. I could overclock my way into some much-needed turbo, or just get even more hurt. Meat value! Just as planned. Because now I can double loop up to 40, and that is the perfect meat range. However, that's under the understanding that I'm not dying here. I love that understanding. Get out of here. Okay, how do we pull 48 block out of our rear end? Bound to be a way, just think about it. Think about it. 7 7s, 14 to 14, 28, 38, 40. Not good enough. More. More. Slightly below perfect meat value. Alright, alright. Inserters at least set up on 1. If I kill you right now, I'd like to kill you right now. Alright, we're out of here. Beautiful. Just freaking beautiful. Whew, alright. Couldn't ask for a much better situation. The Ornamental Fan will do approximately nothing in the heart fight. And I am willing to take another Frost card, even though I just got Glacier. As you can see, we still struggle on generating Frost. And again, the fact that I have Nunchaku makes Cold Snap not quite as bad compared to Cool-Headed as it often seems. Yeah, then I have 2 Cold Snaps, 1 Cool-Headed, Glacier, and of course Chill. I think I'm okay with that. How do I kill the heart? I'll deal with that in the fly. Oh, well, turn 1 Echo Form goes a hell of a long way, especially when I can Turbo Glacier Echo. Save the defrag for next turn. I don't even need to do any fancy crap like that. I can do Glacier next turn. Could even double the Glacier next turn, because we have, we've got a lot of stuff going for us here. This is amazing setup. You dream of turn 1s with a heart like this. I can double Glacier, I can double defrag. So many options. The pot? Not yet. There is a slight situation where I might want fewer orb slots and more to force evocations. Seems unlikely, right? But could happen. Okay, one thing I would have loved on this turn is Biased Cognition, so I wouldn't lose my artifact, but it seems like Biased is not here to help us out. I think we doubled the defrag here. Defrag, Cold Snap, Glacier seems pretty good to me. We can even hologram Cold Snap for more Frost, which I'm certainly okay with. Yeah, sure. Thank you, Boot. I don't know what to do without you. That's a pretty damn good start. It's not perfect blocking, not by a long way, but it's still pretty damn good. Then there's this asshole. This is an example where evoking one of the Frost Orbs could be useful for getting additional block here. Blocks 3 additional now, I have to ask myself, is that good? We have Chill and Cool-Headed coming. The alternative is play the Potion of Capacity right now and just have more Frost Orbs right now. So it's savings now versus later. I think I'll take the take the savings later. I could also dual cast this. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is 36. I'll take the halfway house on that blocking, actually. And save some energy for next turn. Not to mention clear up some hand space. Yeah. Loop is going to be necessary for getting front-loaded block in this fight. And loop isn't here. I do want it doubled, of course. I think we'll just go with a cool-headed approach. Take quite a bit of damage to make this happen, but that's okay. I will need darkness down as well, and of course darkness isn't quite here to play around with me. I don't want to add burns in on everything. Where the hell's my recycle? Okay, I cannot be complaining about this. This has been an excellent draw. Just want to clear up some hand space here. Energy's nice. Yeah, don't really want overclock. I think I'll take one little bit of zippity zap for now. Heavens knows I'm going to need something of that effect. The kunai is there, I suppose. Draw 4, in comes 45. There's my double loop. It's a shame it's not loop plus. But that goes a long way to front-loading my block each turn. Yeah, auto shield seems useful here. Wish I had just a bit more focus, right? The bias cognition's not particularly playable until near the end of the fight. I'd say after the end of his next cycle. Then again, maybe it is fine sooner. Because damage is one thing I am not doing to this guy. Currently, at least. I would like to fix that, but how? Darkness goes a bit of the way. Frost orbs go a bit of the way. Well, give us the most boot value. It's the most important question here. Now we're asking the dangerous questions. I could actually double biased, I suppose, gain 10 focus, but we're on a hell of a ticking timer if I do that. And it's not like I can do much damage in the run-up to that, which isn't entirely true. I could actually go double biased, double electro die, and then one Frost Orb does a lot of the blocking, and we do a ton of damage. You know what? I'm sold. Also get some added healing, which is nice. That will deal some serious damage to this fine upstanding individual. I also want to cook a Dark Orb while we're at it. Don't particularly want to overclock. We already have another void coming our way after all. I'll save that chill for when I need it, which is not now. That's kind of wasted a bit of my turbo energy, hasn't it? Maybe I should have turbo double energy before playing the other thing, Darkness. Then I could have gotten Sunder in as well. But that's not what I did. Be gone. Oh, go on then. Not insignificant damage. And then Luke gets in there. The next multi-hit's going to be a right pain in my bits, though. A genuinely terrifying situation. Echo the Chill, I'm considering that. It does get me an extra Frost Orb going. Could be very useful next turn. My concern is what happens after that. Echoing Zap does quite the opposite, sadly. I want that Sunder out of my hand, but it's a good recycle target. There we go. Make some hand space. We're doing damage, but the damage is slowing down. He could multi-hit us and destroy us. Well, that's what he's doing next turn. In a way, I wish he'd done it this turn. I think I have to play my Frost right now to bring about a lot of pain for this guy. Yeah, probably. Next turn concerns me. I might need to fission. At least the Dark Orb is going to charge up quite a lot thanks to Loop, and then we have a big block, but then... You know, next turn's deeply concerning. Yeah, 90 incoming. Passive block... 70, it was not bad, actually. Yeah, more than one ways to skin this particular cat. Let's get to them. Beautiful. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Perfect. Slight complication, he still needs to die. Fission, it's panic button. Fission is my panic button. I shouldn't need to panic here, though. I should just focus on calmly and coolly annihilating my target here. And he is going to get annihilated. Warned you for next turn, so I can just play damn near everything. What do you think, chat? Is now the time to panic? I don't know about you. I'm feeling pretty panicky here. Oh, this guy. This freaking guy. Alright, it was a fun run, Heart, but goodbye. Can't believe the dig value. Or maybe I can. Low as always. Whew. You know, runs like that all the more satisfying. Unlike a general Frost focus deck, I had to work for that one. We did not find the magic pieces. Bias cognition was not always there with the Clockwork Souvenir. Despite our searches, we completely failed to find the instant win card, known as Consume. Always in a deficit for upgrades. What saved our bacon there? Really? I think the draw order boss saved our bacon there. The draw order for the heart was just a chef kiss. And you could see that the heart was really gearing up to open up the pain train on us. So early on getting down our important echo form for one, but also getting Frost up immediately spared us from the worst of what he could do. Because you could see how he could just destroy us on first cycle. No questions asked. But if I could point to a single thing that was keeping us alive, it was, of course, the lizard tail. Without this thing, I wouldn't have had the confidence to take the balls to the walls options that I did. Letting Bird-Faced Ern do the heavy lifting whilst lizard tail did managerial work. Whew. Okay, and it's been asked and answered several times, but I'll mention it one more time. I am not playing Slay the Spire 2 because it's early access, and I do not willingly play early access games. It's that simple. The game could be the second coming of Christ and I would still wait for the full release. I find it reduces my enjoyment of a full released game to have long run-ups, especially when it's early accessed. But that's my problem, not yours. There are plenty of people playing it and it's there for you to enjoy as well. Me, I do what I like. It's a backbone of the channel. Speaking of backbones, that's what got snapped in the silent here. What a struggle. But I kept struggling because when you struggle, you still open up the opportunity that you get that miracle moment where you rescue everything. You know, maybe we get an event where we transform 2 cards into 2 adrenalines, and then we get a random relic, and it just happens to be, what would save our bacon there? I don't know. Fossilized helix, and then maybe throw in a couple of catalysts. Sounds ludicrously unlikely, but this run being as awful as it was is already quite unlikely. And to make matters worse, we died rich with the courier. And there wasn't even an option to go shopping because we were forced into the path. Miserable run, together with a run that really made me feel alive. Fantastic. RE9, oh no. Since Resident Evil 7, I've got no appetite for Resident Evil. Question is, what do I have the appetite for? I don't know, that's Jake's problem to solve for tomorrow. I am eyeing up a Caesar 3 map, so we may or may not get some new instructions from Toga Boy tomorrow. But I'll puzzle that one out. For me for now, though, it's a cheers and a cheerio.